You know how annoying the cupboards may be. Who invented that stuff? These high shelves do not allow you to use the space above your objects. Moreover, if you hide something behind the stuff that's in front, it's always hard to easily reach that and to keep the space in order, you know? This is why I decided to invest in some organizational items, even though I've never bought any organizational pieces except some baskets. So here you are, the lazy Susan. Besides the funny name it has, it also turns around and allows you to see all the things that you've got in your cupboard with a simple hand maneuver. The one that I bought is plastic and transparent, which I think makes plastic look a little bit more expensive, but actually anything can do. The one pretty valid concern about it can be that it may not let you store more things in your cupboard, so basically you can put fewer things inside than you would put inside without it, you know what I mean? Basically, I did not think that's a big deal for me or for anybody who's a minimalist because you already have not that much of the clutter in your cupboards. So let me show you. I just want to use this opportunity to wipe the surface a little bit because, well, usually I don't go through this when I clean up, so it's a great chance to do that right now. And I fit everything that fits inside the Lazy Susan, as well as things that I use the most often. It is mostly teas, some pills that we use most often, and salt. The two things that didn't fit inside were this green tea that I don't drink much because it has a lot of caffeine, and my husband likes black tea more, and the honey that actually we've been eating this jar of honey for probably more than a year now. And I solved this by tucking this at the back of the cupboard, and this solves the issue pretty well. As I do not use this very often, it will not be annoying for me to pull it out if I need to. Did you know that you do not need to buy expensive organizational systems to be a minimalist and to organize your space the best way? You can see now that I've used this styrofoam or stereo, or what is the foam? I just checked it, it's styrofoam anyways. I think I've taken this out from the TV that was delivered to us with this styrofoam mold or something. So I've been using this for, I'd say, 3 years now, maybe 2, and it worked pretty well, I'd say, if you do not count some mess that it creates, and it stains pretty much. The main reason my drawer gets dirty is not this styrofoam containers, but rather the fact that it's not protected with anything, and today I'm gonna solve this. If you spill something there, the material there is not very suitable for cleaning, you know? It just stains and then the spot stays there forever, I guess. Anyways, to install the new organization that I decided to invest in, I need to clean this a little bit. And the reason behind why I decided to finally organize my space is that I've had some of the pieces in my wish list for a long time because I think that they can make my space more efficient. Even though I'm pretty sure you can make everything on your own. And as you can see, I've been DIYing for that. But for now, I decided I want something a little bit easier for myself. Not to spend too much time on cutting the cardboard because I could do this all myself, but to make things easier, I bought a few pieces. In addition to that, I think that organization is as long-lasting as your furniture. Basically, you buy your organizational pieces and you can use this for your whole life because, well, it doesn't lose its functionality from home to home. So I think it was a great investment in my home and a fun thing to, spend time with organizing my space. As you can see, even though I cleaned that drawer, it still is dirty because it's impossible to clean that. And to hide that a little bit and to protect it further, I bought this rug, I don't know. Anyway, I will put this inside the drawer to hide the stains, and to also, it says that it will protect my containers from being slippery, which I don't think I need that much, but it still is a plus. What I've learned from many attempts to do the renovation or to do anything with my home is that preparation is the key. I need to measure everything the best way I can and also cut everything within the measurements I made, because otherwise it will not work, of course. So I'm trying to be really concentrated here and cut everything that I needed according to my measurements. You know what? I've been thinking about making a series with Organize With Me videos where I'll show you how I organize my whole apartment with different pieces and tell my honest review about all of them, if they worked, if they didn't. Are you interested in that? Tell me in the comments if you would like to watch such videos. And we are ready to install that. I'm always worried in these moments because what if it won't fit? I know I've measured everything, I know I've cut everything perfectly, but what if it won't fit? Like, anyways. But this time it worked, I'm lucky. And other stuff that I want to include in this drawer is these containers that are also transparent plastic. And here I'm checking how it is not that slippery with this rug, and honestly I have not noticed anything special about it. Basically they fill up the whole drawer, so they will not wiggle anyways, I think. And it is time to put things inside. Here I can have some fun with it because I've got to figure out right now where everything will be stored. And I'll show you the system I used in a moment. Let's say goodbye to the dirty styrofoam and say hello to the well-organized drawer with special containers inside and with a rug that hides all the dirty stains. So, on the right, I've got the trash bags. Behind all that, I have the disposable utensils that we've been using actually for a couple of times more than just once. And they are at the back because we don't use them too often, only when we go to the picnic or somewhere to the beach, etc. Then in the first container, I've got the things that we use the most often, which is our knives and 2 spoons, 2 forks, 1 teaspoon, and this is absolutely enough for the family of 2. The plastic ones are used for eating outside. I actually have to relocate them a little bit. I do not think that we need more because we try to wash and clean our dishes right after we eat. All the things that we use the most often are stored in this container. This area was left container free because I will use here the pieces that have some weird shapes, you know, like the knife for the cabbage or the knife sharpener. They can make it harder to use other containers because of their bulkiness and the shape. So I decided to use them separately. Then on the next container, I've got the things that we use like medium rare, I'd say, medium rarely. These are the ones that I use the most for cooking. The container in the front stores our matches, flashlight, cork, and other things that are quite little but still necessary, like a rubber band that I sometimes use in my kitchen. Lastly, in the left section, in the left container of this drawer, I'm gonna keep the things that I don't use often, that I use the most rarely in my kitchen. I think this system, when you keep most often, less often, and the least often things in separate bins, is very useful because psychologically your brain remembers where it puts the most often used things, and your hand just automatically reaches toward the area where you have the most often things. In my opinion, it makes a lot of sense to keep things according to this systemization. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will really appreciate if you drop a comment whether or not you want to watch similar videos in the future, so I know if I should make them more. And I hope you have the most wonderful day. Goodbye.